Hello friends, the purpose of starting this video series is to understand the futility of this materialistic world. Even if few people understand and implement the perspective which I am trying to present here, we can witness one of the most beautiful spiritual, philosophical and economic transformation that will redefine many aspects of wealth and money in this materialistic world. It will show the collaborative power of the people wanting to help themselves in the development of sympathetic society. We will slowly approach an effortless revolution with series of videos, and I feel by default everyone will be participating in it. It will be like a domino effect. In this video, let's explore ownership and possession in different perspective. Many people believe that owning and possessing wealth can bring happiness. But true happiness is not found in ownership or possession, it lies in our perception about them. Changing perception about anything can make a paradigm shift in life. Once a friend of mine from a small town sent me some amount to invest in real estate in promising area at my place. As it was taking time to identify good place for investment, so we decided to wait. So the money was lying with me unused for few months. The money was transferred to my account by my friend and was hence in my possession. Now, although I possessed the money, I was not getting happiness out of it because I was not the owner of the money. Ownership and possessiveness are just states of mind. Kids are possessive of their toys even though they are not the actual owners. Parents are owners but they are not possessive of the toys. A thief is possessive of all the stolen good but he is not the owner. Ownership is a social concept, whereas possession is a mental attitude. Consider this: in a movie, if the character demands the actor to be very rich, like living in a lavish house, driving a luxury car, and a huge staff to look after him, but the actor who is playing the role never thinks of those assets as his own, and neither he is possessive about them. Here we understand that the actor possesses everything and artificially enjoys all the comfort. He may act wealthy, but he is lacking the feeling of mind. Similarly, in our surrounding world, there are many assets and properties which we use, possess, and enjoy, but are not owned by us. Like a cab, a company's car, a rented house, an employee's posh office. However, forgetting the social concept of ownership, while using it, we are literally owners for a short while. But assets which are not owned never give us happiness because of the sole reason that our mind is conditioned to be happy only with the thought of it being mine. Now, an old age father had two sons and had house as his own asset. Being the owner of the house, the thought of the house being mine is prominent in him. The elder son thinks that his father would be gifting the house to him as his father loves him very much, and so he also has the feeling of the house being his. However, everyone in the house is unaware that the younger son, years before, has already transferred the house to his name by manipulating documents and deceiving his father. So he knows that the house is his, so the thought of house being his is prominent in him too. Everyone thinks of the house as mine and is very happy about its possession because of different aspects of mindset. Father thinks, elder son anticipates, and the younger son knows that the house is his. It means that the thought of something being mine alone is giving them happiness and not the actual possession or ownership. Ultimately, they will be happy till the disclosure of the truth. Many of our assets are unused, yet we consider them ours, but unless we actively use them relatively, they hold no value. To be truly rich and happy, we must realize that ownership only matters when we are actively using and enjoying our possession. Consider this: in our quest to evaluate our wealth from infinite array of assets and properties in the world, we often find contentment in just few assets. We label them mine based solely on documentary evidence even though they remain largely unused. For instance, imagine someone who stores cash in a bank locker. He doesn't check on it daily basis, yet the money occupies his mind. Similarly, among the significant sums deposited by numerous customers, he finds fulfillment in his modest share as he has access to it. However, in reality, unless they actively use the money, it remains mere illusion, a fleeting thought. The truth is, Our wealth on paper left unused serves us no purpose in the present moment. It merely exists with the notion that it is mine. Owning numerous assets on paper does not truly enrich anyone. While the extra wealth may be kept for our future or that for our loved ones, it remains intangible until we put it to use. The extra wealth may serve to support our emotional, psychological, and anticipated wants. However, its significance lies only in its potential use. If we are insecure about the future, this wealth only fuels our fear. Similarly, if we are driven by ego, it supports only our ego. If we surpass these egoistic and fearful tendencies, this accumulation becomes meaningless. It was merely supporting only our ego and fear. True happiness never comes from possessing or owning things. Now consider this: in deep sleep, when we do not actually possess anything, yet we find immense peace and after deep sleep. Even while meditating, where we are devoid of all the possession, we find immense happiness and peace. If we start accepting the fact that we are rich only for the time we use our assets, then the unwanted and unused assets will not bother us much. Ultimately, something is truly ours only when we actively use and enjoy it. To conclude, we must mentally let go of the unnecessary and unused assets and find richness in the present moment of awareness, irrespective of ownership or possession. That's the true essence of happy life. Let's evaluate the value of wealth in next video.